Well, let's move on to Suzanne Somers. It's just one star after another. It's an exciting time for the Three Company's star. She's finished competing on Dancing with the Stars. Now she's moving on to a show in Vegas. And if that's not enough, she's just written a new book. Take a look at this. Tox-Sick. From Toxic to Not Sick, which is in stores now. I spoke to her recently about the personal events that led to this book. Suzanne, it's great to have you on this show. We always enjoy when you have a new book and you come and you see us. I think this book, though, is something people have been waiting on.
Yes.
Because people are very concerned about what's in their personal environment, right, and how it's hurting them. How are people suffering right now?
We're under the greatest environmental assault in the history of humanity, and the chickens are coming home to roost. And it's so personal for me because our house burned down in Malibu 6 years ago. We moved into a big house on the hill, a leased one. It was so nice. I said, why don't we buy this house and not go through the aggravation of rebuilding? But in the 4 years that we were there, we both started getting sick, and we are, as they say, health nuts. And my husband got fungal sinusitis and red watery eyes and itchy eyes and sneezing, and then facial tics, facial spasms, uncontrolled grimacing.
Was this mold?
Black mold. And I ended up in the hospital. Black mold. The black mold got into my intestines. If I had a bite of sugar, because mold, yeast, candida, fungus, and cancer are all pretty much the same organism. They thrive on sugar. So when you have any of these organisms, and most people do today, in your GI tract, you eat sugar, and mold can multiply 52 million times in 24 hours. So that I would get this basketball. And like, what? I eat vegetables, and I didn't realize.
So you talk about things like mold, but you also talk about everyday toxins in your environment. But tell me what I'm encountering. What do people encounter, Americans, every single day?
Okay, toxins come in three different ways. On your skin,
yes,
and that would be women with our makeup, our lead in our lipstick, through your lungs, what you breathe, and then what you eat. That ends up in your GI tract. And it all ends up in the same place. Our livers, which are right here, are groaning. Everybody's liver is toxic today because even in this room here, we're getting hit by electromagnetic fields and electromagnetic radiation. That interferes with heart rhythms. What you can do, I'm going to answer your question. There's not a drug answer that, in my humble opinion, and I interviewed the 5 top environmental doctors in the country. There are more, but these are the ones I focused in on. Like going to their office for an appointment, they gave me their best, and each of them has a detox protocol. It's like old pipes. You got to clean them out.
Let me ask you this question, though, because I think our viewers would be shocked to find out that you're 68. It's just astonishing to me. And you look fantastic, so you're clearly taking your own advice here, listening to yourself. The funny thing you said in your book, which I loved, is aging is great if you know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a matter of learning and putting some of this stuff behind you, obviously.
This is what I've been teaching in my books. I lecture. Women,
you're everywhere with this stuff.
Yeah, I never thought this was going to be me because I like to sing and entertain people.
But you're going to be doing that again in Vegas. Tell us.
Yes, May 23rd I start for the next year, maybe longer. I'm going to see how I like being back on the road again. Well, it's not on the road. A residency at the Westgate Hotel, which used to be the Las Vegas Hilton, and I was there in the 80s for 5 years. I'm so looking forward to creating my own nightclub, like Frank Sinatra days, where you put your arm around a girl.
You're going to sing. You're going to sing. No dancing.
I will dance. See, I thought I was a good dancer. You know, you go to a wedding, you have 2 tequilas, and you really can do the salsa great. We do the salsa for Dancing with the Stars. It's like, what?
But you were great on that show. Did you have a good time?
I was cute. It was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Really?
Because it's all about perfection, and I am not perfect. I took a lot of therapy for a lot of years to finally go, I get it.
Perfect.
I am not perfect. But yes, I'll never be sorry I did it. But it's interesting. I was thrown off Monday night, and I was going to be bringing my partner to New York with me, and in between book tour shows, we had a rehearsal hall booked, and I thought, and this is the week they do 2 dances. I thought, how am I going to do that? So thank you.
Suzanne Somers, thanks for coming on the show. Great to have you.
Always love seeing you, Gerri.
Good to see you.